The commonest question I usually get on my YouTube channel is how do I move from my country to Saudi Arabia to practice as a health worker? So to kill plenty birds with one stone, I decided to make today's video, which I should have made a long time ago. If you're familiar with my channel, you know that it's no news that I am currently practicing as a medical doctor in Saudi Arabia with these plenty videos. And actually, I have made videos on how to migrate to the US, UK, and Canada to work as a health worker. But the ironic thing is that there's no video on Saudi Arabia. Hi, see finish. Just forget about why I didn't do the video. And today I'm giving you steps to migrate to Saudi Arabia as a health worker. But a disclaimer is necessary. I am just a doctor here and in no way an agent. I'm just sharing info based on my experience. So let's start this video right away. The first point to note, or the most important thing to note, is that unlike other countries, here in Saudi Arabia, there's only one body that regulates or is in charge of all the affairs of health workers. You see, and that's the Saudi Commission for Health Specialties, SCFHS. Unlike other countries that might have bodies for doctors, bodies for nurses, pharmacists, optometrists, medical lab scientists, those kind of bodies, here in Saudi, the SCFHS is in charge of registration, regulation, everything. The SCFHS is in charge of that. So everybody is registered under that body. That means that you have to register with the SCFHS. Now, these are the steps. I'll make it as simple as possible. The first is that you have to be eligible for you to practice, and the eligibility means that you have to graduate from a recognized medical school. Whether you're a doctor, nurse, medical lab scientist, whichever one it is, you have to graduate before you're eligible to practice, and from a recognized medical school. Then the next step will be the verification of your result. The body that does the verification here in Saudi Arabia and in most Middle Eastern countries is a company known as Dataflow. You would register with the Dataflow and pay them an amount of money. It's about $230 or so. That will be for 3 documents: your employment letter, medical license, and school certificate. Yeah, those 3 will be verified. If you have additional documents, you pay an extra amount for each of them. I'm not really sure, but it will be indicated in their website. For additional documents you have, you pay an extra amount for them. But the 3 usually is most times okay, except for specialists and the rest. They would have other documents they have to attach to that. Then after that, the verification process might take between 3 weeks to about 6 weeks, depending on your school and other factors too. You have to make sure that you check your emails frequently in case there's any problem. They would contact you. If there's any particular problem, you have to rectify it as quickly as possible. So I'll advise you that while you're doing the data flow within that process, check your emails regularly and see if there's any problem, rectify it with quickly so that your verification will run smoothly. Then the other thing would be that immediately after the verification, you have to register with a portal called the Mumaris Plus. The Mumaris Plus is where you're being screened to be able to prepare you for the main exams. That's the Saudi Medical Licensure Exams or License Exams, SMLE. And one of the requirements is the data flow verification proof. So when the data flow is done with you, they will send you a PDF verifying that you are a credible health worker, and you can't register with the Mumaris Plus without that data flow evidence. But they will ask for some of your documents too. The website is self-explanatory. They state whichever thing you need. You pay for the registration of Mumaris Plus. It's there about $300 too. And when they've screened everything, they will now tell you, that's after you've paid too, they will now tell you that you're eligible to sit for the Saudi medical license exams. The Saudi medical license exams is a computer-based exams that has prometric centers in Saudi Arabia and also other parts of the world. So you must not come to Saudi Arabia to write the exams. For my Nigerian colleagues, we don't have a prometric center in Nigeria. So the closest you can go to is Ghana to go and write the exams. And the amount is about $300 plus for the exams too. So apart from the exams, your cost of traveling and other things, you have to raise it. A little thing about the Saudi medical license exams is that it's peculiar for every health worker. And as for medical doctors, there are broadly three types of medical doctors. The first are the medical officers. They are being termed residents here. Then the second are the specialists who are consultants for less than 5 years, and the third ones are the consultants who have been consultants from 5 years and above. And the exams is different for these three sets of doctors. What you get as a resident doctor is different from the exams you get as a specialist, and that one is different too from the exams you get as a consultant. And the pass marks are also different. I know that it's 70% for resident doctors, and for the specialists and consultants a bit higher, but the exam is not too difficult if you're able to connect with various preparation classes and social media groups. You'll be able to understand it properly. For nurses and other health workers, the exams too is different altogether, but it's the same computer-based exams. Then after you've passed the exams, you return to continue your Omaris Plus registration. And with that, you now get the license. And the license is around $90 or so. Sorry, I know the prices in Saudi Arabia riyals. So there will be a document in the description box with all the prices inside, so you could access it too. And my contacts are in the description too, where you can reach out to me and we have more direct talk. The thing is that on the website, all the websites have the price in there. I'm just giving you an idea of the monetary implications so that you prepare well for it. And then after you get your licensure, you're now eligible to apply for a job. However, most of the jobs, especially for foreigners, are through agencies. So you have to sort for a credible agency with your licensure to be able to apply for a job and get it. Then you move over. That's all. These are the steps for getting the Saudi licensure and moving over to practice as a foreign health personnel. So that's it. That's all for the steps towards practicing in Saudi Arabia. And one thing noted is that the step is almost similar for the different Middle Eastern countries which you can practice with just some peculiarities. Number one, eligibility. The second one, verification of your results. The third one, registering and sitting for your exams. And then the fourth one, applying for your job. Then moving over. That's basically it. So what do you think? What did I leave out? Let me know in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it's detailed enough for you to start. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with as many people that would need this information too. And if you're yet to subscribe, please subscribe and turn on the bell notification. Thank you, and I will see you in my next video.